Also, we can just fucking...
We can cut this out.
It's true. Okay.
Alright, how do we start this?
I have no clue how to start this.
Okay.
You have a fucking topics list, don't you?
I do have a fucking topics list. Alright, so this is our first podcast.
Yes. Affirmative.
Sit a little closer like me.
Fuck you. I'm literally perfect.
That was
swine.
Perfect. Just project your voice a little more.
I am projecting my voice a little more.
That was good.
It's always good.
No, just when you went, I am. So you did that.
I just want you to know that is loud and this is normal conversation level. When I get really close to the mic and it makes it loud also.
No, that's like this.
This is pretty fucking loud, isn't it?
Alright. 3, 2, 1. We still don't have a thing to say for the beginning.
How's it going, bros? Is that good?
Alright, welcome to the first Fuck You.
African American homosexual.
Well, we can't have it now because you said...
African American homosexual.
That's getting cut out. It fucking better be cut out in the final version.
I'm not going to. I'm just gonna... It's raw!
Alright. God damn, we've been going for almost 2 minutes.
Yes. And look, it can go up to like 24 hours, so...
Don't you mean like 99 hours? Or if there's 2?
Yeah, true. You're right. But anyway...
Welcome to the... Okay, so I was thinking of names for this.
Yes.
I was thinking, okay?
Yeah.
I've got like 3 names, they're all the same thing, it's just different punctuation. The Seagull Couch, the Seagull's Couch, Seagull's Couch, or Seagull Couch. I like Seagull Couch the most.
How about this?
I sleep on a couch, Dakota. My bed is a couch.
My bed's also a couch.
Oh shit.
But here's the thing. Shouldn't it be connected to our Twitch account?
Well, yeah, the YouTube channel is the Seagull Boys, but...
You mean the podcast name?
Yeah, the podcast name. The name of our podcast. The name that we're going to give to the podcast, our podcast name.
Okay.
What is it?
I don't know.
Seagull Couch? The Seagull's Couch. The Seagull Couch. Seagull's Couch.
Sure. We'll do it.
Which one?
Yeah, exactly. I agree.
3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Seagull Couch.
Yes, definitely. That sounds awesome.
All right, you know what? We're doing. This is it. At the 4-minute mark, we're starting.
Got it.
Welcome to the Seagull Couch. Okay, at the 4:15.
I'm your host,
Killer Keemstar.
Fuck you. All right. Oh, you know what? You have a fucking topics list there, mister. How about you pop that shit up and we get this started with some raw content.
Okay, you know what? I know how I'm gonna start this.
You fucking start it. You just start talking.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't have to have an opening.
Yeah.
Openings are fucking stupid.
Openings are stupid. You just asked me if I was gonna have
you son of a bitch.
You asked me if I was gonna have an opening, and I was drawing a blank because openings are fucking stupid.
No,
okay, I know how we're gonna start this. We're gonna start. Okay,
wait.
We're gonna start at the 5-minute mark. I know exactly how I'm gonna start. No, I know exactly how we're gonna start this. I know exactly how.
How? We'll just.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go right into it.
Yeah, we're just...
So Halloween's today. Do you have a costume, Dakota?
That's an awesome topic to start with. I'll have you know I don't have a costume because trick-or-treating with a bunch of children when I'm 19 should be considered a crime.
Well,
so fuck you.
I'm not telling you to go trick-or-treating.
Yes. I had a Subway costume.
Yeah, but that was for a party. But
yes.
This is not for a party. This is to sit at home on Halloween.
And sit at home with my costume alone?
Yes. That's the point.
No.
Okay, but are you going to go out anywhere? Are you going to go shopping?
No. You know how much money I have in my fucking bank account?
How much?
79 cents.
I've got 142. I'm rich.
Wow, you can buy a large McDonald's
Large
refreshment.
I actually almost ordered stuff on Wish with that money.
On Wish.com?
Yeah, made in a Chinese sweatshop.
Maybe you should save your money for Sixin.us.
Jesus Christ. That's Stan. This is raw.
This is raw.
No cut past the starting mark.
There's no cut anywhere.
Yeah.
It's all in there.
Except for the first 5 minutes.
No.
Alright. Anyway, so back to Wish.com. I was gonna order a 4-star Dragon Ball.
Yes.
To sit on my dresser. And you know why I didn't?
Why?
Because I would have had to pay $145 for the shipping, and I've got $142 in my fucking bank account.
Now, you see here, the fucking problem is... There is no problem. I don't know what I'm talking about. That would have been cool.
So, what are we drinking, Dakota?
Blood.
Blah!
Because it's Halloween.
It is Halloween. So, anyway, back... Why aren't you dressing up? You don't have to dress up to go trick-or-treating. That's not the fucking point of dressing up.
I'm not gonna respond to that anymore.
Yeah,
I'd
like to just point out that Dakota was just looking at me with the widest eyes I've ever seen. Like, I said, so why aren't you gonna dress up?
You know what you should let me do?
What?
You should let me hit your fucking jewel. And rip a fat nar. Okay, I'm gonna dress up as my a sexy nurse.
A sexy nurse?
Yep.
Are you gonna wear your scrubs?
Yep.
What's the sexy part about it?
That I'm wearing scrubs.
Okay.
Medical professionals are all sexy.
Medical professionals are all sexy, but you want to add like a spin to it. Like the thing about sexy costumes is that they've got a spin to it, you know?
I can kind of lift it up and show my hairy belly.
Show your hairy belly, that's the point.
In my own home?
Yes.
Why don't I just be naked?
Because it's Halloween, and that's a fucking crime. Imagine going out trick-or-treating with a bunch of...
I thought you said I wasn't going out trick-or-treating.
You're not, but the costumes...
I'm gonna be naked, I'm gonna touch kids because you said get a costume and sit in your house, but then you made me go outside. You son of a bitch.
You were gonna touch kids in your house naked alone?
No,
that's what you just said.
I didn't want to touch kids.
Oh, okay.
That's why I wanted to sit indoors.
Alright, next topic.
Next topic, because this one's fucking stupid.
This one is fucking stupid, but you know what? This filled about 5 minutes.
It's not about the time, it's about the fucking quality. Okay, next topic.
Yeah, and that was a quality topic. I don't think that you think I have quality topics right here in this little pamphlet of mine, but I do. Goatsy. I think that we should describe Goatsy. If we're talking about a spooky thing, I think that we should describe Goatsy.
Goatsy isn't spooky.
Goatsy's pretty spooky.
Goatsy
I've shown people Goatsy, and I've seen more horror on their face than I've ever seen in anybody else's life.
That's a good point. But, you know, to me it's art, and
art can be scary though.
Can art be scary?
Art can be scary.
Well,
wait, remember art's scary. I think we should describe what Goatsy's first.
It's a man spreading his butthole as far as he can in a horizontal fashion, and he has a wedding ring on, and you could also see his pee-pee in the original Goatsy picture.
It's a very famous image, but not a lot of people have seen it anymore because it's gone.
It's always going to be saved on my phone. I'm always going to show nobody, but I will have it.
I actually had to use the Wayback Machine to get that picture of Goatsy that I sent to you, so we could just have it, like, memorable, you know, and so anytime we're referencing it, we just have to look at our conversation. I had to use the Wayback Machine and go back to, like, 2014 to this website, and it's literally, the website is just a picture of Goatsy. And not only that, I had to use a Russian clone of the website.
That's interesting. I don't know what to say to that. Why did it have to be a Russian clone? Why couldn't it...
The normal website didn't have it anymore. It had a huge cock. That's it. That's all the website had. It changed its shock. It was like one of those websites that you go to and it's just like a shock image, you know? But they change it up every now and then. And the date that I saw on the article that it told me to go back to with the Wayback Machine, it was just a guy with a huge floppy wiener.
And that's not as entertaining.
It's not as shocking as Goatsy. Anyway, what were we talking about that I told you to bring back up?
You told me to describe Goatsy.
Yeah, before that. I said, wait, before we get into this, art can be spooky.
Yes.
When I went to New York, that one summer that we worked together,
yes,
we went, I like the, like, ancient art museums, you know, with, like, all the African little statues and totems and stuff with the funny faces and stuff. I like the ancient art stuff. Modern art is scary. I walked into a room. It was all white. The room was completely white, and there was a big, like, pillar in the middle, and on all sides of the pillar, there was a black guy. And, like, as he'd turn his head, it'd be looking through one screen, right? And then he'd look at one side and go, I am not smelly. And then he'd turn his head, and he'd go, I am not stupid. And then he'd turn his head again, and he'd be like, I am not scary. And that was pretty scary in an all-white room. Like, it was all white, and then it had, like, kind of like bleachers built into the wall.
Oh, wait, was it like a black stickman thing, or was it like an actual African-American?
An actual African-American on a screen.
That's a little...
And as he turned his head, he would be on a different side of the column.
Did he actually say, I am not stinky, I am not stupid, I am not scary?
Yeah, stuff like that. It was all just, like, insults, but I remember the one, I am not stinky, stuck with me.
I am not... The artist just fucking made that because he is self-conscious.
He's one of those kids...
I am not stinky.
He's one of those kids that you, like, go by and then you're just like, oh, but somebody told him about it, so he's like, fine, I'm gonna make this. And it was like, I am not stinky, I am not smelly.
And then he fucking writes it on a post-it notes. Dude, I was talking about bullying, right? I was talking about what if I was an actual dick bully in high school, right?
Alright.
And I was like, you know what the most dick thing you could possibly do is? Like, whenever you walked by kids you just fucking hated locker, and you had, like, gum, and when you were finished with your gum, you just stick your gum to their locker whenever you fucking walked by it. I was like, but just think. It would... Dude, I've been looking for these.
I just found Dakota's glasses, because I dropped my jewel.
But just think, though, they would literally have 100 pieces of sticky fucking gum on their locker. It would be so funny to see.
Well, I don't think they'd have 100 pieces built up, though. Wouldn't they get it removed?
But they would think it was icky, so they might not want to touch it.
That's true. One of the ways that we passively bullied people is by walking by them and going, oh, do you smell that, man? And then you'd be like, oh, yeah, oh, that's awful. And then I would, like, point my nose around and go, not over here, not over here. Then I'd point it straight at him and go, oh, that smell's coming from over there. Someone over there fucking stinks.
It'd be like Thomas. And then he'd come over to my house, and I would just bully him again. That poor kid.
We did bully Thomas a lot.
Did he deserve it?
No. Was it funny? Yeah. Is he our friend? Yeah, so it's fine.
Do you need to take a break to look for your jewel?
Nah. I'll be alright. Do you want to take a break to look for my jewel? Is that what you're implying? Dakota is currently turning on his phone flashlight to look for my jewel because he wants to Hit it. Do you want to move on to the next topic?
Yeah, let's move on to the next topic. I don't care anymore.
What's the best monster? It's spooky, dude. Talking about monsters? What's your favorite monster?
My favorite monster. Skeletons are pretty scary.
Skeleton? Why though?
I can't explain.
It's just like a personal vendetta?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking scary.
Yeah.
They're the scariest.
You know what a sea swine is?
A pig in the sea?
Yeah.
A sea pig?
Isn't that scary as fuck?
No.
Okay, but imagine you're a sailor
Yeah.
in the 1500s
Yes.
going across the ocean. You want to go see the new world. You want to go see America because you heard about raccoons and you're like, damn, those sound fucking cute. So that's why you're risking your life going across the sea, right?
Yeah.
And out of nowhere, a giant pig comes out of the water and starts spraying water everywhere like a squirt gun.
That doesn't sound very scary.
No. But it also like squeaks like a rubber duck. You ever see
It
like
squirts water and squeaks like a rubber duck, and that's supposed to entice me with fear.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, it's a personal vendetta.
What it okay. Would it be very scary because a large thing popped out of the water? Yes. But
No, it's scary because it's a big pig coming out of the water that squeaks and squirts water at you. It doesn't like
did you
capsize
make this
your
up,
shit.
or is this
Okay,
in the
I made up a
official-
lot of facts about it. It doesn't actually squeak.
Does it squirt water?
And okay, so have you ever seen like a map?
I've seen a map.
Okay, but like an old map.
I think so.
You know how there's like a lot of sea monsters drawn in it?
Yes.
A lot of them have ones with like tusks that look like pigs. That's a sea swine. It's just a made up little map decoration monster.
You know, like, there's so much scarier. Hey, actually, I just watched that Vsauce video. Do you know what the scariest possible fear anyone can have is?
What?
Suffocation.
No breathing.
There's actually a lot of them. They got their hypothalamuses removed, or like they're damaged.
What's a hypothalamus?
It's the part of the brain that detects fear.
Well, that doesn't sound very fucking fun, but go on.
It's part of the brain that I hope it's a hypothalamus. I hope I didn't say the wrong fucking brain part like a dummy. But anyway,
What, to our fan?
to you when you watch it 50 goddamn times. Anyway, yeah, so they got it removed, and they never felt fear once in their whole entire life. And then they deprived them of oxygen, and then they started panicking really hard, and they got super scared.
Well, yeah,
And
that's
that
because
butthole-
it's fucking, you can't breathe.
Yeah, but
They don't have a hypothalamus, so they shouldn't be scared. They should just be like, alright, right?
Yeah, and then they put people with they put people with that in that situation, and they got super scared.
Mm.
But they weren't as scared as people without the hypothalamus. But then, because the hypothalamus is telling them, hey, it's okay, there's no danger, so you don't have to be as scared. So they weren't as scared. But then they say if you make it so they know they're in danger, then that's the most scared you can be. So, like, getting trapped under ice or something.
Getting trapped under ice is pretty fucking spooky.
That'd be, like, the scariest.
Yeah, apparently when you're, like, ice fishing or something, and
Yeah.
you fall in the little hole, it's super easy to just get lost from the hole, And, like, if you think about it, like, you go down, and then, just from going down, you, like, come up and you hit, and you're like, oh, shit, I'm not under the hole. Is it to the left of me? And then you move to the left, but then there's like a fucking 98% chance you just moved farther from the hole. And You don't got a lot of time underwater, under cold-ass water, without air. Especially cold water, because that takes the breath out of you, you know?
Yeah. So that's the spookiest thing. So if you want to scare the kids when they come to your door, you should waterboard them because it will freak them the fuck out.
That's a really good idea. When they say trick or treat, you say trick and then shove a rag in their mouth.
Yeah, you shove a rag in their mouth and then you waterboard them, and that was the most fear they can possibly have in their life, and they're gonna thank you later because they're never gonna get that adrenaline rush ever again.
Well, what if you just pull out a fucking gun?
That's not as scary as getting waterboarded, Tony. I already told you it's scientifically proven waterboarding scary.
Yeah, but that's for people without a hippopotamus.
No, I told you though. It's scary to the people with it if they see that they can't help themselves from it. Because when they took away their oxygen, they knew they can just get it right back if they quit the testing. But, like, imagine, like, if you're strapped down and you knew you were losing oxygen, there's nothing you could do about it, then everyone would be freaking out.
Okay, but what if I strapped you down?
Yes.
And held a fucking gun and... Okay, not you. You'd just be like, do it! So what if I held down a trick-or-treater
yeah,
and put a gun in his mouth, and he knew there was nothing he could do to stop me, and I was sitting there flipping a coin, and I was like, best of 10, you know, like Michael Scarn from Threat Level Midnight, and, you know, did like a whole, like, heads, tails, heads, you know? That would be pretty spooky. Anyway, this is why I liked having a list of... Like, my list is super short of stuff that we can talk about, but usually when we start talking about something, we go on a long tangent that does not have any relation. We were talking about the best monster, and we got to strapping down a trick-or-treater.
And waterboarding them because it's the scariest activity proven to science, Tony.
Yeah, but I feel like I would be less scared if I got waterboarded than if I had a fucking spider dangle over my face.
But
Imagine
how about instead of waterboarding, okay?
Gasoline boarding.
No, how about instead of waterboarding, someone chained a cinder block to you and was about to push you, and then pushed you in a lake. And then you were at the bottom of the lake, sleeping with Davy Jones Locker, Steven, I don't know, like Lake Michigan, like a deep lake, and you're sinking to the bottom.
Lake Michigan has some cool fish. I'd be okay with it.
Okay, well,
but
if they were holding the cinder block over the water, and they said, "I'm about to drop this cinder block in this water."
That's scary. That's really scary. Am I attached to the cinder block, or are they just holding a cinder block over the water?
No,
I'm about to drop this cinder block.
They're just holding the cinder block.
Look what you just did to the mic.
That's okay. They're just holding the cinder block. And
yeah, nobody made it this far anyway.
And they're gonna scotch tape. They're gonna scotch tape you in the cinder block, so you know you're going down with it. And
doesn't scotch tape get really good to get out of underwater though? Like, once you put... Like, I feel like duct tape.
That's
or
irrelevant.
Flex tape.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant. But then they were like... So, they nailed you to the cinder block, and then they were like... Alright, buddy. This is it for you. Fucking idiot. I'm gonna drop this cinder block in this godforsaken lake of this.
And wait. I need to pause it. Not that. I need to pause this conversation to ask a question about this guy. How buff is he? If he's holding up a cinder block with you on it.
He's Darius Stevens.
He's my cousin Darius.
He's that buff.
He has guns the size of my head. I'd be freaking terrified. Okay, go on. Darius is holding me over a lake.
Yeah. Would that be the scariest? And then he dropped you. And then he dropped you in the lake, and then you're sinking to the bottom. How much fear would you have?
What's scarier though, the before the drop or after the drop? Because,
after the drop, because you're like, wow, I am really gonna die.
Yeah, but then that's the point where you start accepting.
But it's a science, because when your body is lacking CO2, you also panic really hard and you start to get
CO2
scared.
what you breathe out?
Yeah, but when you're not breathing anything in, CO2 builds up.
So why are you lacking it if it's building up?
Well, I mean, what I meant is you're lacking oxygen, you're getting more CO2. And then you become scared because your body's scared, and then you become scared because you are scared.
I like your claps on the mic thing.
And that's how that works right there.
I am so sorry if anybody's made it this far, first of all. And I'm also so sorry if somebody made it this far wearing headphones. It's gonna be me is the thing, and I'm gonna forget about that. I'm gonna listen to this when I try to beat off and fall asleep. So, do you think vampires can get HIV?
Yeah, and then they pass it along because they want to be as dickish as possible.
I don't think they can get HIV. They drink blood. It's just like you can drink venom, because venom isn't like poisonous or anything. It's venomous, and venom needs to be injected into the bloodstream. But they suggest do not fucking drink venom, but you can.
It's about those mucous fucking membranes, Tony.
Yeah.
You can transmit diseases through the mucous membranes.
Okay,
Tony.
yeah, they can probably transmit it, but they don't have HIV.
They do have it.
They're carriers of it, though. But they're not dying of HIV.
Well, they wouldn't die of HIV
They're fine.
because they're fucking vampires.
Yeah, so they really don't have HIV. They're just
They have
spreading it
HIV,
along.
but they're not dying from it. So what if the vampire, got some blood
On its lip.
on its lip because he got sucked real good because he told someone a really mean comment and they punched him in the lip. He bled and then he flicked it on somebody.
Well, do vampires have blood? I don't
I
think they do.
don't know. I don't know lore.
Well, there's a lot of vampire lore. It just depends on what you're going on. So I guess it really depends on what vampire.
This hypothetical one does.
Okay, this hypothetical vampire. Go on. He got socked in the mouth.
Yeah, because he got fucking walloped real good,
Mm-hmm.
and he flicked his blood, and it landed in someone's mouth, or it landed on someone's open cut.
Okay.
I feel like they would get HIV. Also, I don't know how getting changed to a vampire works, so he might also become a vampire.
Well, I feel like...
So if he didn't get changed into a vampire, he would get HIV.
I feel like getting changed into a vampire is like two separate ways, because a vampire needs to feed on people, but if they feed on them and then they instantly turn into a vampire, that's no good. So I feel like it's like they can bite and suck some blood and then have a nice full tummy and the person's still alive and they're still a human and stuff, but they also, I feel like their teeth go both ways. Well, okay, first of all, Brock taught me this cool fact that what do vampires suck blood through?
I thought they just kind of opened it and sucked it through their mouths.
Okay, well you're not as fucking stupid as I was as a kid, because I thought they had holes in their teeth and it went up through their teeth into their digestive system. But yeah, they fucking yeet their teeth into it and do that. But I feel in my theoretical vampire, I feel like it would do that to drink the blood, but also it can venom out some, like through its teeth, some vampiric essence and make something become a vampire. So they're not just going around it, because then everybody in the world would be a fucking vampire within like 20 years.
Yeah, but you can also suck the blood till they're dead. Or you can just kill them.
Yeah, but then everybody would be fucking dead or a vampire within 20 years, and then all the vampires would have no food.
That's why vampires don't exist.
Oh, they got extinct because of that?
Or the sun, I don't know, something.
Something happened.
Next fucking topic.
Next fucking topic. What do you think about octopus?
When I ate octopus?
No, what do you think about octopus? Their intelligence. Where would you rate their intelligence in the animal kingdom?
Aren't they like the smartest, but they also die too soon, so... something? I remember saw a video, I saw a video, and there's an octopus and he was trapped in a jar, and he learned how to twist it open and then push it.
Yeah, octopi are some of the most intelligent creatures on the planet, But the female octopus, at the ripe old age of 3.5, hides under a rock, like a little tiny opening, like cavern type thing, you know? Like basically something you can fucking fit your foot in, you know? And then the male goes in there and comes all over her egg thing. Well, they have the one of their tentacles has a little penis bit on it, and they do the weird octopus sex. And then this female spends the next 6 months like oxidizing the eggs, making sure they get oxygen, and not eating. And then she fucking dies once they hatch from exhaustion. And then the octopus from birth has to learn how to fend for itself. And that's why they got so fucking smart, because they needed big brains. Anyway, octopi are fucking smart. And they can, like, learn shit. I saw this one experiment where they had two containers, like two little aquariums with octopi in it. And in one, they had an octopus they just caught that day. And the other, they had what they called the teacher, which already knew how to open this jar with the crab in it. So they put in a jar with a crab into the one that didn't know how to do shit, and it just looked around at the crab and just kind of hid in its little cave and shit, and was like, man, I really wish I could fucking eat that little hermit crab thing. And then they put the jar into the one with the teacher, and the jar had like 3 different openings too that could be opened, and the teacher originally learned how to open it from like the side. And then the octopus that didn't know how to do it watched the other one, and it opened it from the side. And then the one that was watching went over and opened the same side just by watching it, and ate the fucking hermit crab.
Cool.
Alright, next topic.
Is it cool?
What's the worst monster?
What's the worst monster?
What's your least favorite monster?
I feel like I know this. I feel like there's a monster.
That just pisses you off?
Like, it doesn't even make me fucking scared. It just makes me want to beat the shit out of it till it dies.
Like,
I don't know.
Jeff the Killer? Does that count as a monster?
We'll count it in the same category. Anything spooky. What's your least favorite spooky creature?
I really want to answer Jeff the Killer because it's really bad, but I really want to also say that it's my favorite because it's so bad, you know? Like, it's really bad. Have you read the Jeff the Killer creepypasta fully through?
No.
It's not good.
I thought it was just a bad meme.
What, Jeff the Killer?
I mean, I know it was a creepypasta, but I thought everyone just talked about it. Was it like a really popular, like...
Yeah, it was one of the... It was like,
not popular, but was it like taken seriously?
Yes. People were like...
Oh, we did go into fucking Halloween spirit and see a Jeff the Killer goddamn mask.
We did?
Yes. Did you not see that?
No, I was putting on Minecraft heads and Fortnite.
You didn't see the Jeff the Killer mask?
No. I'm really upset that I didn't see the Jeff the Killer mask. I probably would have bought it just for the fucking meme.
When was that popular? Like 2012?
Yeah, around the same time as Slenderman being popular. You know, like when Slender the 8 Pages.
I hate Slender. Slender's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I remember I was a little kid and I tried to fucking download it and it gave my computer a shit ton of viruses because I didn't want to pay for it. Because I was like, this $20 game looks like inferior Congregate 3D Unity game.
Wait, you tried to buy... Like, the original Slender, the 8 Pages, was the free one. But you tried to get Slender the Arrival?
Yeah.
I bought that.
Was it good?
No.
Yeah.
Not at all.
I wouldn't assume so.
It was just Slenderman. It was the 8 Pages, but with a little bit of lore to it, you know? Like, you show up to this house, and then there's, like, it's empty, and you're like, where's my sister, or something like that, you know? And then that's the end of chapter 1. Like, I'm not even kidding. You can't die.
Where's my sister?
You can't die in chapter 1. You just go to the house, and you go, where's my sister? And then you hear a scream out in the woods, so you go
like,
fucking
there's my
check it out.
sister.
Yeah. And so the second chapter is You collect
I
the 8
found my
pages.
sister.
No, you collect the fucking 8 pages, and then the third one's like you turn on 5 machines, and then it's literally just the 8 pages, but there's also 5 machines.
You know what game I freaking you know what the only horror game, like, horror games don't really scare me anymore, but
horror games are not scary.
Horror games are not scary anymore, but I really liked Amnesia.
You liked Amnesia a lot?
It was just fun.
Yeah, the Dark Descent,
I think it was
not
just the
Machine for
ragdoll
Pigs.
physics. Like, even if you got fucking bored, you could pick something up and, like, fucking spin it in circles.
Well, that's the reason I don't like Machine for Pigs. They took out that feature entirely. Everything's stationary.
Also, there was just ear rape noises every 3 seconds.
Yeah, but that's the only thing I liked about Machine for Pigs is the noises.
What's your favorite spooky game?
Definitely Amnesia. We played that together a lot. We fucking... A little bit of backstory.
It's like Amnesia.
Me and Dakota played Amnesia a
None of the
lot.
Resident Evil games are really even... They're not even scary, honestly, but they're really fun. Like, 4 and 7 are poppin'. What are the shits? I mean, the original 2, too old for me, because I'm a goddamn youngster, but those 2 were fun. I tried to speedrun 7 and I couldn't do it, but the dad was a
You
fat
did
dude.
really like 7.
I tried to speedrun it because I thought it'd be cool, but there was only one type of monster and it was kind of fucking stupid. Well, I mean, there was more than one type, but there wasn't much monster diversity, so I felt like that kind of made it a little stale for me. Like, if there was more than one type, I think that game would be a lot better.
You know what one of the first things my girlfriend did at my house was?
What was that?
Watch me speedrun Amnesia Justine. I said, hey, you want to see something that'll make you really attracted to me? And she was like, what? And I started up Amnesia Justine, and I said, start the clock.
Did you do the shovel glitch, though?
I did get the shovel glitch, actually.
You did?
I got the shovel glitch, and I think that's why we're together now.
The shovel glitch. I didn't even think you could do it on console after a certain amount of time.
I really did not believe you could do it, but I've actually gotten it down pretty good.
See, console's kind of cool because if you tap circle, you kind of go forward a tiny bit.
Yeah, while you're sprinting and you mash circle a bunch.
Yeah, like you would think it's slower, but it's actually a tiny bit faster. So I feel like console you can actually cheese it a little bit.
Yeah.
And also there's a different category too, so I mean it's not a really big deal.
But
yeah.
I don't know how people on like the Amnesia Justine speedruns because the shovel glitch actually counts into the glitchless category because all it does is skip that really long bit that nobody likes. So they're like, this is fine for the glitchless % speedrun, you know? So what you gotta do is you gotta save everybody and you gotta shovel glitch your way out. And but I don't know the glitch speedrun where they allow all the glitches. I've never seen a video of how they do it, but I think the best time's like 1:36. So they just skip the whole game and go straight to the staircase.
For Justine?
For Justine.
Well, what's the speed? What's the top time for?
It's like 5:40 something. So they cut off about 4 minutes. Which is pretty cool. I actually want to learn how to do that so I can start doing that one, because I don't think glitchless speedruns are as fun as the ones with glitches.
No, they're not.
They're definitely not. Who wants to watch somebody play through a whole game really fast when you can watch somebody skip through a whole game faster than everybody else?
Yeah, it's not about the fucking...
It's not about experiencing the whole game because people fucking worked hard on it. It's about going through the game as fucking fast as you can.
Yeah, I know. It's... Super Mario 64 speedruns are the best things ever to watch, though, on a real note.
Super Mario 64 speedruns are pretty good.
On a real note, Super Mario Odyssey fucking was not that good.
But it does have a really good speedrun. Nipple %. I've told you about that, right?
Yeah, nipple %'s probably better than the actual speedrun.
Yeah, nipple % speedrun is like a 7-minute speedrun where you start off the game and then you have to run around and get coins enough so you can buy the like beach outfit or something, and it shows Mario's nipples. And that's a good speedrun. They took a game that's not very fun and they made the best fucking speedrun out of it.
That is true. What's next on your topic list?
Well, we never finished this one. What is your least favorite monster or spooky guy?
Oh. My least favorite spook? That's racist. My least favorite spooky man?
What about the boogeyman?
I don't even know.
What even is the boogeyman? It's just something that people would say to little kids, like, "Oh, the boogeyman's gonna get you," and that struck fear into our hearts.
You know what? One thing kind of actually scared me a little bit, but I was like, it scared me a little bit, but I knew it wasn't real.
What?
But if I did do it, I would kind of freak out. You turn off the lights, you stand in front of the mirror, you go Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. And then if you said it twice,
why was your voice so low as a little kid?
Bloody
Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Hey Peter. Hey, and then you'd stand in front of the mirror, and then if you said it twice, you go Bloody Mary, and then you go. I can't say it again. I can't do it. You know.
Yeah, it's like Beetlejuice, but you have to do it in the dark.
Beetlejuice.
Don't.
Beetlejuice.
No,
Beetlejuice,
stop it.
Beetlejuice,
Stop it.
Beetlejuice.
Stop. I'm scared.
And then that's how whole horror movies go too. And then when you're a little kid, you're like, well, all horror movies, it's like they think it's not real, and then it ends up actually being real. So what if this is the same exact thing?
Yeah.
And that's how you trip yourself out. And then eventually you become older and you want to die anyway, so you don't care.
Well, I watch a lot of Chills videos, and it doesn't... Number 15.
No.
It doesn't usually happen to me, but sometimes if I'm watching Chills videos in the middle of the night in the dark, I get a little spooked.
Yeah, because you trip yourself out.
Yeah, because you see a scary ghost girl, and you're like, man, that looks so fake, it's so funny. But then, like...
Then you're like, what if there was a scary ghost girl
in my room? And it's dark, so I can't see. And then you're like trying not to look behind you, and you're hiding under your sheets with your little feetsies kicking out. But then you're like, ooh, I don't want Satan to lick my toes. You know?
I hate it when Satan licks my toes. It's so uncomfortable.
I know. That's why you have to cover up your feet.
It makes me so uncomfortable. I wish he would just go away. Not in my home.
I really wish Satan wouldn't lick my toes.
I wish he wouldn't lick my moldy gamer toes.
Or my fat fucking nuts.
I was watching a man. He was roasting like it was like the misogyny and like Rainbow Six or whatever. And everyone was like, "Oh, these men are dicks. It's so unfunny." But there was one, and I agree that they were being like stupid trolls, like stupid children. But then there was one man, and he went. He was like, "Hey girl, can I see those moldy gamer toes?" And I laughed for 5 minutes. And everyone was like, I was like, that was really fucking funny though.
You know,
hey man, can I like those moldy gamer toes?
To anybody who's made it this far, to anybody who's made it to the 38-minute mark here, I'd just like to say something. It's just an internet troll. Stop being like, the men on the internet are, but like, that man said he wants to lick those moldy gamer toes, and that man deserves some props.
I want to lick those moldy gamer toes. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
So, to get back on topic, because we are finishing this, because we got best monster for both of us, we are getting worst. I've got to say the worst monster might be one of the creepypastas. Maybe even one of the Do you know about the SCP Foundation?
No.
It's like creepypasta for kids that want to feel important. It's a whole website, and it's about as popular as most of the creepypastas, actually. And you know, like little kids that like creepypastas and also have no friends and also are stupid. They start looking at their creepypastas and they're like, oh man, these are scary, and even though it's super fake, they're like, I bet it's real, and then they'll be like, yeah, I've met Jeff the Killer.
You know, Jeff the Killer is stupid. It's literally just a man with big teeth.
Yeah, because he cut his lips off and burnt his eyelids off.
That's not that scary.
It's not. And also his face got bleached and caught on fire, and now it's white. And also his nose is... Does Jeff the Killer have a nose?
No.
Jeff the Killer, that's my least favorite monster.
Well, he's not a monster, he's a spooky man.
Alright, Jeff the Killer is my least favorite spooky man.
I would say so too. I always saw pictures of him on YouTube, but I never clicked it because... honestly, Jeff the Killer at one point was almost as popular as fucking making fun of Sonic.
Yeah.
It was almost that popular. Like, you see Sonic fan art sometimes, and Jeff the Killer was like that, and I did not want to click it when I was a little kid because I did not understand cringe.
Yeah, when you're little, you really don't get cringe at all. Like, you look at your YouTube video that you make,
you're like,
when you're playing Minecraft.
I am very intelligent. I do not get this type of humor because I am not stupid.
Yeah. I think.
And then 5 years later, you're like, uh-oh, stinky.
Poop. Ha ha ha. Funny poop. Dude, I want to go as the stinky monkey next year for Halloween, even though that meme's gonna be dead in the ground.
Fat cloud. Uh-oh.
Stinky.
Stinky.
Nice.
Stinky.
Stinky. You've got to
so
pick a monster still.
I said Jeff the Killer also.
You're agreeing with me on Jeff the Killer?
Yes.
Alright, worst monster, Jeff the Killer.
What's your next topic, fatty?
You want me to do another topic, me?
Yes.
Alright, let's open up this little pan. Hey, actually, I thought that it would be a good idea to throw in facts to teach the youngins that made it this far into the podcast. You know, just some cool things about life. So I wrote penguin wall sits. And, at first I was like, what the fuck does a penguin wall sit mean? And I was like, oh yeah, that's the spooky fact. Penguins have kneecaps, even though they just have like basically like little tiny little feet, but it's because most of their fucking leg is retracted into their body or some shit like that, and they're constantly doing a wall sit inside of their body. Like their legs are at like a their ass is parallel with the fucking ground. Like they're what's the bone above your shin, above your kneecap? What's the big one that's hard to break?
Fuck.
Your femur. Thank you. Yeah, their femur's like parallel with the ground. They're like constantly doing like a perfect squat inside of they're basically sitting on their ass all day. Fuck penguins. You know, penguins are into necrophilia and pedophilia and any philia that you can think of.
I feel like that'd be a pretty comfortable life. You know, they're just always cuddling and then.
Yeah, and fucking their young and fucking their dead.
But besides the other two, I feel like sitting down while walking would be pretty cool.
I don't think so. I feel like it'd be like living like Cotton Hill. He ain't got no shins, you know? When his shins got blown off.
King of the Hill told me how to make mustard gas.
The King of the Hill taught me how to make mustard gas.
We should make mustard gas sometimes.
Dude, that should be part of one of our live streams. Or not live. That should be part of one of our podcasts.
Isn't it like you piss and bleach or something also?
I feel like if you piss and bleach, that could make mustard gas.
Isn't it ammonia and bleach?
I think so. I forget.
I don't know. I don't remember.
So why is it the bathrooms are always cleaned with fucking bleach? Use a different fucking chemical.
No, I don't think it's piss. I mean, it has to be no. It's definitely not piss because I've poured bleach right into a pissy toilet hole when I was cleaning the bathrooms once. There's no way. I lied.
Yo, don't make mustard gas.
Yeah,
that's for us to do during a podcast.
And no one's gonna get hurt except for maybe me.
Yeah, Dakota likes to breathe in metal. Hey, you want to tell that story while I look for my jewel?
No. It's not that interesting.
Okay, so Dakota was working with his dad doing some shit with metal that I forget, and that's why I wanted him to tell the story. And then he inhaled metal. He inhaled literal metal.
No, I didn't inhale metal. It was a metal corrosive agent, and...
Okay.
It wasn't fucking metal. I'm fucking... Big words, big brain, big words. It was... I forgot the chemical name, but it's like something I don't know what it's called, but Damn.
Dakota, are you a fucking robot?
Why?
Are you a robot?
I don't think so.
Okay, then I feel like you'd be fine. It's not gonna...
No, but okay.
I know, but I'm just saying it's not gonna corrode your lungs too much because your lungs aren't made of metal.
Shut up. Anyway, they were covered. There was a bunch of metal covered in glue that dried because they shoot glue hoses, and they dropped them in a big crock pot of this stuff so that way it would corrode the glue but not the metal. That's why I've said it wasn't actually, it corroded stuff off the metal. It didn't actually. It was like it dissolves everything but the metal. I'm stupid. I should have just said that out loud, but they did that. But and I wore 5 gloves, okay?
Okay.
And I reached into it to pull out the metal, and every time I reached in, it decayed one of my gloves off. And so, you take it out, you clean something, you clean it, and then as best as you could, then you have to put it back in, and sometimes you sprint it, and it turned to it turned into the air, turned into little particles, made your lungs feel a little funky, and then, you'd put it back in, and you'd still be scrubbing, and your gloves would slowly decay off, but then I reached in, and my gloves tore.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You weren't paying attention because you were looking for your jewel, which you found.
Yeah, keep talking because they're paying attention.
And then it tore, and then I had my pointer finger and my thumb in it, and it didn't hurt or anything. But then when I got out, and then I immediately washed my hands because if you touch icky shit, and my thumb and my pointer finger were like old man wrinkled for like 4 days, and also my lungs hurt.
So, if you were a robot per se,
yes,
you'd actually be fine inhaling that because it corrodes everything but the metal.
Yeah, I lied.
You've got your foot right next to the microphone, and it's almost definitely blocking your side of the audio now.
I don't care.
Yeah, it definitely was. That was a very loud you made, and it did not. That looks about more normal. We've slowly moved farther away from the microphone, and I was trying to notify you that we should move back up, and you just gave me this weirdest look.
I always give you weird looks.
You do. Have you not said my name for this whole podcast?
Have you said my name?
I've said it 1,000 times. I don't think they know.
Confidentiality, you son of a bitch.
I don't care if they know our names. We're not gonna go by Nicotine Seagull and Tony Seagull. That's just the seagulls that we use to represent ourselves. So we don't have to show our fucking face.
Lore. That was supposed to be hidden lore, you son of a bitch. It was supposed to be hidden in the story.
It literally looks like you.
So?
Nicotine Seagull looks exactly like you.
All because I've literally done what he did in that photo does not mean it's me.
Did you see in the rough draft for the profile picture I drew, did you see that I also added your box to it?
Yeah.
So now you have a cigarette in your mouth, a jewel in your mouth, and your box in your fucking hand. And I didn't know what to do for me. So I just put a bag of chips in my hand. They'll probably have no idea what I'm fucking talking about because we might change it, but
you should have put a shit nugget in your fingers.
No, I don't think I like to touch shit.
Okay.
I just gave Dakota a death stare. That's a joke that'll probably come out one day. Also, these podcasts are going to be weekly, right?
Whenever we feel like it, because I don't want to be dedicated.
I'm going to make you be dedicated.
If you bring over the blue microphone we're recording this on, this
blue snowball,
we're working on a $0 budget.
Yeah.
And that's what we're going to do. We're just going to bullshit. And then if people start tuning in, we'll do it again.
Well, the YouTube algorithm usually picks up on people who follow a schedule. That's why I think that we should... I think if we're releasing this on Spooky Day Halloween, And if we're late releasing this and it comes out on Friday, happy late Halloween. Then I think that we should follow that schedule and just have this. Like, we can find one day a week to do this, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's easy. It's literally an hour of our time.
I would just do it whenever we feel like.
Yeah. And then just release
Especially when we play Isaac.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be more entertaining when we play Isaac. Because we don't have to, like, we're not thinking in our heads that, hey, we're doing a podcast. We're just actually playing Isaac and bullshitting.
Well, a lot of this time I've forgotten already.
I've also forgotten.
Yeah,
Because,
we just kind of talk. That's the whole reason we started this. We just kind of talk.
Yeah, I know, this is our first one, so it might not be that high quality. But, like, you know, when you're actually, like, on a podcast, you think in your head, I'm on a podcast, you know? So you try to control yourself, but then, you know, you forget, so it actually becomes entertaining. But yeah,
you should move closer to the mic.
I shouldn't move closer to the mic. Yeah, I'll do this.
Is that better? That is better. But I noticed during that little tangent you had there when you got into a stuttering spree when you pulled my brother, classic move. My brother can't fucking talk.
Yeah. Yeah, you hit that, Jewel. Everyone heard that. Yeah. Wait to kick my doggy out because she kept fucking breathing like a psychopath.
That's true. We were gonna just record this podcast with his dog Bobo in here. Which, first of all, Bobo is like a 13-year-old golden retriever. She's fucking beautiful and always happy. And, she is like she's super long. She's like twice as long as a golden retriever should fucking be. And then she's like 4 times as wide as one should be. And she's the biggest fucking thing on this planet. And when she dies, I feel like just the fucking emission from her body, like the decaying elements from her body might destroy the planet because she's so goddamn big. Like if an animal the size of Europe died, it could fuck up our planet.
I was telling people you know why she's so big? Is because she's a golden retriever, because she's a golden retriever and she's a lab, which is in the same family as a golden retriever, and so she doesn't have a tiny head like a golden retriever. I like the lab golden retriever mixes more than the actual just golden retrievers. But what are you witnessing?
I was watching the bubbles of my Jewel pod go up.
Cool. I can't afford Jewel pods.
Actually, one of my friends. I can't get Jewel pods until Friday because that's when I get paid. One of my friends.
That's nice. You ripped that.
Dakota likes to hit my Jewel, and it makes me very upset. No, I'm fine with it. We share all the time. But, one of my friends was talking about how the flavors don't hit that well for them anymore. So I told them to try menthol. And, you know, today and tomorrow, that's 2 days till Friday. Spoiler, we're recording this the day before Halloween. Actually, the night before. It's like 9 p.m. and we want this to be out tomorrow. But,
Halloween got moved to November 1st.
That's for our town.
Yeah, that's true.
Our small town in nowhere. In nowhere, America. But we live in a town with a population of, like, I think, like 2,000 people. It's very small. It's actually surprising that we have around 2,000 people.
They all live in the trailer park part of town.
Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody who lives on the opposite side of the tracks, but over the train tracks, have you looked at that side of our town?
No, I've never been over there.
It's really bad.
I mean, I like look at it, but I dare not cross.
Yeah, the only time we cross is when we're going to another town or something.
When I'm going to Plymouth, which is even more of a shithole. What, Plymouth?
Outed.
Plymouth.
Oh well, I don't fucking care.
Well, all they know is we're traveling. Well, actually, yeah, they could probably pinpoint that right away.
Yeah, small town with like 2,000 people near Plymouth.
And
have fun finding out what state it is with the 3 Plymouths in America, probably.
There's probably more than 3.
Yeah. Ours has one of the largest festivals, though.
I'm gonna say my social security number.
Don't say your social security number.
3.
Don't stop. Look at that on the capture.
I'm gonna say one of the 3 digits on the back of my debit card.
Don't.
9.
Mine's also a 9.
That's cool.
You want to say the second one too?
You first.
7.
Can you do the third one?
9.
Oh,
I fucking lied, dude.
I lied too. Yeah, I lied.
I don't mind dragging this out for a while longer.
I don't fucking care.
I know. I'm basically here to be quality control because Dakota doesn't like to dedicate himself to stuff. I'm here to force him to do it weekly, and
I'm not a dedicator, Tony. What can I say?
you're not a dedicator, but that's okay because I love you. Hey, you wanna know why we're recording this at 9 p.m. before Halloween? Can I out you for that at least?
No. Maybe.
So I after where I was coming from, I said, "Hey Dakota, you want to record that podcast today? I really want to get it out." And I was sending them pictures of the drawings I was making because this is the first thing on the channel. It's gonna be our spooky podcast, which is pretty weird. But I was like, "Yeah, we can. I'll come over and record it. Is that alright?" And he was like, "Yeah, man, just come on over." And he was like, "I'll be here," all that shit, you know?
Well, I thought you meant later. I thought you meant like 6. Even though I got home at 6:30.
Well, I show up 3:30. I'm here because he knows that's when I get out of my place. And I show up and his car's not here. And this boy's going to college. You want to say what you're going for or no? Oh yeah, we already talked about this because we already talked about this in the beginning. This kid's gonna be a fucking doctor because he says medical professionals are fucking sexy. Anyway,
They are sexy.
this kid's in college to be a doctor, so I thought he was just coming back from school. And so I came in. And your grandpa.
Well, I'm not in school for a doctor right now. It's something else, but
medical assistant, right?
yes. I want to stab kids with needles in a nice way.
But I was sitting there, and I was like, man, where's his car? He's probably coming back from school, because that's happened before. I've sat at your house until you got home at around 4, and you weren't here, and then your housemates were saying, like, I don't know where he is, and then, oh yeah, he went to McDonald's. So I was like, McDonald's? Where the fuck did he get the money for that? We're both broke as fuck right now. And so I called him. No answer. So I called his lady friend, who picked up immediately. And I said, and I heard him talking in the background too. He's probably saying some shit like, "Don't tell Tony I'm here. Don't do it." But I was like, put Dakota on the phone because I heard him. I heard his voice, and I was like, Why didn't you tell me? I'm here. Like, I'm not mad if you would have told me, but I'm sitting in your house right now. I'm sitting in your fucking room.
I didn't think you'd come. I didn't think you'd come that fast.
That's what the girls say, too.
I didn't think you'd come that fast. I'm sorry.
It's alright.
I was really caught off guard.
Yeah, that's all things that the girls say. But yeah, so that's why we're recording this at 9 p.m.
You gave me such a small frame.
I don't think that's what the girls say.
Oh. Nice.
Because my penis is really big.
Yeah.
Bitches love my penis because it's really big.
That's right.
I think we have one more topic to talk about on my list.
Okay, because you know who's going to have to watch all of this all and make sure there's no N-words? Me. No N-words. Even though, I mean, we'd probably get away with it, and it might be kind of funny at one time, but no.
Black Friday. What do you think about it? What's your thoughts? I've taken you out Black Friday shopping 3 separate times now, I believe.
I fucking hate going out for Black Friday. I mean, with you, it's kind of fun because it's just at the mall and we fuck around. But, like, if I actually had to stand in Walmart for 4 hours, I would actually just rather pay full price for an item than stay in line for, like, 4 hours. And I'm poor. I have 79 cents.
Yeah, but Black Friday, I feel like it's just fun. You and me have differing opinions on the world because I think crowds and being around a lot of people and talking to random people and shit like that, I think that's fun.
Well,
you hate society.
Well,
we live in a society.
We live in a society. But the thing is, listen, okay, I like people more now, and I do like talking to people. I mean, I guess if I went to Black Friday with somebody, then it would be kind of fun.
What the fuck?
But what?
You go with me every year.
Yeah, I already said if I go to the mall with you and we fuck around, it's fun. Or if I go.
So you're just thinking about if you went alone.
Well, yeah. If I went alone, if I actually did Black Friday for the purpose of getting an item like 30% off to 50% off, or even more than that, I don't think it'd be worth standing in line. Also, some of the kids that go there, they're awfully edgy, and I have nothing wrong. I don't have a problem with that because I think it's really fun to watch them. But yeah, you know.
Yeah.
It amasses just mass discomfort in one's heart.
I feel that, but remember when I was buying that giant sloth stuffed animal and I was walking around with it on my shoulders?
I really wanted that. That was fucking cool.
Yeah, I saw them at Walmart in Plymouth the next day, and I told you about it, but I don't think... Well, obviously...
You never told me about it.
I did. I said they were there at the Walmart, and there was a big bin of them, and they were $20, and you never went.
Oh. Damn.
Yeah. It's a good cuddle, buddy.
Do you have it still?
Nope.
I get fucked.
That's fine. Me and my girlfriend are actually sewing a giant squid for me.
Why? I don't feel like. Actually, that'd be cute.
Yeah, giant squid, and then we were looking for fabric to get. This is before she was even my girlfriend. We started this project, and this is when I was just this is when we were just becoming friends, and we were talking about it, right? And me being attracted to this woman, was like, yeah, I'll go. I spent like a lot of my. It was like 2 days or the day after I got paid, and I spent most of my paycheck on fabric. But the thing is we couldn't find any good fabric. We couldn't find anything that looked like a squid. But we found some like galaxy fabric and some like purple and stuff. So we're actually making a space squid that I can cuddle with in bed. And it's gonna be pretty cool. So Dakota took my jewel during that story and started hitting it. That's why he hasn't talked in a good 30 seconds. But I actually reached out my hand for it back. That was him exhaling. I reached out my hand for it back, and he fist bumped me, and then started hitting it again.
Listen, if anything, I have a character I have to live up to. Nicotine's bad for you.
Do not smoke or jewel or dip. Is there any other ways kids get nicotine these days?
Patches.
Nicotine gum.
Nicotine gum. Have you seen that nicotine gum commercial?
Which one? Because I haven't seen any.
You use it for traveling, so that way you don't look like a douchebag. But you still get that nick. Still get that fucking nick.
My plan's to be off of this by New Year.
I'm gonna be off of this once I run out of money.
That already happened. You hit my jewel. And you also have just leftover juice and stuff that you've been surviving off of for your box. And you also hit people's cigarettes. And you also have an Alto. And you also have a Nord. You really do live up to your character. You know, when I was thinking of the seagull to draw for me, I really could not think of anything for you. Like for you, I instantly went into that. I was like, oh, I know exactly what to draw, and it was really funny. When I drew mine, I was like, I eat chips a lot, and I wear a headband.
When you eat chips on the mic, I want to die.
I do eat chips on the mic a lot. I also am a mouth breather, yes.
You're supposed to breathe through your nose, you fucking uncivilized swine. Fucking mouth breathers are stupid.
Yeah, I know. I actually am... Okay, now I'm a nose breather because people made fun of me, so I started practicing breathing through my nose, and mainly I breathe through my nose now, but...
So, see, when someone farts and their shit particles fly out of their butthole, they're gonna... It's instead of going through your nose and getting stuck in your nose hairs and getting in your nose, you're gonna eat shit.
Okay,
you eat shit.
Yeah.
You eat shit particles in the air.
Yeah.
That's you. That's what you look like.
But when you pick your nose and eat it, like if someone was to pick their nose and eat it,
yeah.
That would also mean you're eating shit.
Do you pick your nose and eat it?
Everybody picks their nose and eats it.
That's a funny one. Laugh track. Burr.
Burr. Let's talk about Undertale.
I beat Sans.
Dakota beat Sans. I'm Tony. He still hasn't said my name, I think.
No one gives a shit. Long pause. Dramatic effect.
Pause. Dramatic effect. Burp. It's from all this blood I've been drinking. Oh, the reason I asked if vampires could get HIV is because we were drinking blood. And I was just like, when I was buying this 2-liter at the Dollar General, I was just thinking about it, and I was like, because I had to get something red. Like, we're probably gonna drink normal shit, like Coke, after this. We got Mountain Dew Code Red. That's our blood. I was like, man, vampires sipping on HIV blood, do you think they'd contract it?
You know what a better topic would be? What is something when you were like a little kid that absolutely scared the shit out of you? I know one off the top of my head.
Black monsters.
No,
that was mine.
The Goosebumps opening when the dog in the billboard gets the yellow eyes scared me every time.
Why?
I don't know. I was just like, ooh. It always gave me the chills. I was like, the billboard came to life. Ooh. That's spook.
It is spooky. Billboards coming to life is one of my biggest fears in my life. Imagine them with their big, long metal legs walking around. Like,
yeah. Well, and then the Goosebumps episode I was most scared of was the sponge under the sink.
Go on.
It was a sponge and it had teeth and it lived under a sink.
Okay.
And that's it.
And that scared you?
Yeah, that scared me.
You know, when I was a little kid, I was into Slenderman and
also
Jeff the Killer.
Also, you know, for a little bit, you know, walking into a dark room, but that's everybody, so, I mean, that's not
Dude,
really
if I'm in a dark room and the door's slightly open, I have to close it still. I'm fine with being in the dark, I just don't like the door a little open. Even when I'm... Actually, I think it's just doors being slightly open.
That spooks you?
Yeah, you don't know what's out there. It could be a monster. Oh, I need to clarify something I said earlier.
Oh, you know what thing... Wait,
I need to clarify something. I said I was scared of black monsters when I was little. That's actually from a story that I said. One time I was spending the night at my grandma's while my parents were... I guess now I know it was Christmas shopping, but I didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They were just, oh, we're going on a date. But it was winter and they were out. My parents don't go out a lot, so they were definitely out Christmas shopping. But Santa's real anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter. But I guess they just love me or something. They came to pick me up and I didn't want to go outside because it was nighttime, and I was scared that a black monster was going to be out there. And by black monster, I just mean a big, dark, scary thing. That still sounds bad.
Like a midnight black with red eyes monster.
Yeah, like big and buff and black and scary with red eyes.
Maybe a little bit of orange.
No.
Maybe with numbers on the back.
No.
Maybe stealing your wheels.
Maybe trying to get a hitchhike about a mile from a prison.
That would be kind of scary, actually. If
That would be
a
really
prisoner
scary.
got in your I mean, a big black scary monster with an orange vest, with numbers on the back, with red eyes,
And a shaved head.
and a shaved head,
And a history of murder.
and a history of identity theft. Yeah, that's what you got.
Identity theft might be the scariest monster.
I think so too. You know, it's actually really easy to get someone's identity, and it's really stupid because I don't know how they haven't caught it yet.
Yeah, I can just go, hey, I'm Dakota.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the FBI should be on you right now. What the fuck? No, there's just literally websites you go onto, and it's... I don't...
Your identity, well, okay, maybe not yours, because you're not on, like, any social media, actually. Your identity's definitely not sold around like mine is. I'm on every social media. I like to keep up with the times, you know? Your identity's definitely not sold out there, because, you know, Facebook and stuff sells your identity.
No, I mean...
But I know, but I'm saying, like, your identity's out there, and it gets leaked, too, to
People do try to look
websites.
me up sometimes when they hear my name, and they could never find me.
Exactly, because you're not on social... I'm gonna make
But
you
that-
set up a
that-
Facebook.
The identity theft isn't, like, fucking actually pretending to be you, like, always. It's like having your credit card number with your social security number with your address.
I know, but what I'm saying is
Yeah.
your
Like,
stuff
if
gets
someone
sold.
actually... What you meant to say is if someone actually wanted to pretend to be you. That's
Well,
not-
no, I'm not saying that, though. That was just a joke when I went, hey, I'm Dakota. But I'm saying, like, your stuff like that's sold. Like, your credit card number and stuff, all that's sold by big corporations. That's a big
Yeah,
thing.
but social media wouldn't have, like, your social security and your...
They could. Facebook has a lot of shit, and they're always listening. My phone's probably listening to me right now. Since I've been talking about
it's
so
your FBI
much...
agent.
Yeah, everybody in the world actually, the population's actually double what it is, because everybody has one FBI agent to them. And when someone's born, they have to clone another FBI agent.
I know. They're really hard workers.
Yeah,
They should feel proud of themselves.
they should. I love my FBI agent.
One time, no one came to my birthday party, but he showed up, and I was so happy.
Yeah, you definitely need to talk louder.
No, I don't. I'm talking perfectly fine.
So could you just retell that?
My... No, I'm not retelling that. Fuck
He
you.
said one time nobody
up.
went to his
Shut
birthday
up.
party,
Shut up.
and
Shut
only
up.
his FBI agent
Shut
came,
up.
and it made him
Shut up.
really happy.
Shut up. Shut
It
up.
made him really
Shut
happy
up.
that his
Shut up.
FBI agent,
Shut up.
Paul, shout
Shut
out
up.
to Paul.
You're a cunt. I hate you. Anyway. Okay, other spooky things.
Other spooky
I
thing.
just feel like, honestly, when you're just a little kid, you're scared.
Yeah, when you're a little kid,
I
you're
remember
scared
once
and happy about
I
everything.
stuck my finger in a lamp without a light bulb, and I shocked myself. I shocked myself real good, and I was scared to piss because I thought I would shock myself again. I know that makes no sense, right? That's not how it works. But you know, when you're a little kid, you think stupid stuff. I was real scared.
One time, what the fuck am I starting with this story? When I was a little kid, and actually one of our friends, Callie, we actually had the same fear when we were little, of sharks. I'm not scared I think sharks are fucking beautiful, but when we were little,
Dude, have you ever
we thought
seen-
getting
hold up.
we thought getting in a pool, like, we knew there was no shark in it, but swimming in a pool alone when you're little is scary, because for some reason you just think something's gonna bite you like a fucking shark. And we shared that fear when we were little. We didn't know each other till this summer, but we thought a fucking little shark would be there. And that's scary. What if there was a shark in your pool? Like a full-sized, full-grown shark?
Sharks are fucking cool. Have you
Sharks are beautiful.
Have you watched videos of, like, divers, and then a shark's approaching them, and what they do is they flip them around, so they rotate them, and then they rub their gills, because it kind of suffocates them, and they get scared and they run away.
Huh. Yeah, sharks need to keep moving to breathe. You want to know a controversial opinion?
Huh?
Great whites aren't beautiful.
Why?
They just look like old men. You want to know a real beautiful shark? A hammerhead or a basking shark.
Tiger sharks are kind of cool.
Tiger sharks are fucking beautiful. I'm just saying great whites aren't beautiful. They've got those weird mouths that look like they're half ripped off, and they're scary looking, kinda. But, like, they're not beautiful. Like, a beautiful shark is a hammerhead shark. Like, they are very beautifully designed. And
the content, the Bethesda did a really good job designing those sharks. God damn it!
No, like I really think the game devs did a great job design. I think you know how like a creeper is just a pig that.
Dude, creepers still scare me.
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring this up when we were talking about scary
I'm not
games.
even trying to make like a meme right now, but when I'm playing Minecraft and I hear that, because it's a kid, it's not really even a kids game. It's just a game for everybody.
Yeah.
Like when I hear that hiss. Because you don't expect it to be fucking scary, because it's like the most peaceful thing ever. Like you're having fun, you're relaxing, you know, you're cracking open a White Claw, you know, you're just relaxing playing Minecraft, and then you just hear the hiss. I actually scream every time. Like even horror games cannot get that effect.
Yeah.
I think what a horror game should do is it should start off really, really fun. There's a fun game. You know, you're just fucking around, and then you get the pop-up scare. I think that would be...
Yeah, no, I really think...
I don't think it should just be... I think the atmosphere should be different from what you think it would be.
Yeah.
Like, and you shouldn't even say in the tags that it's a horror game. You just launch a game, and then just turn it into a horror game. People are gonna shit their pants.
Yeah, but there's also people with heart problems that'll probably die.
You could just have a warning of heart problems. You don't have to tell them it's a horror game, but you're like, hey, if you have a bad heart, don't play this game.
Hint, hint.
Hint, hint.
But no, Minecraft is a fucking horrifying game because you build this beautiful thing, and ever since the latest updates when they made creepers explode and fucking kill you in full iron armor, diamond armor, it fucking almost kills you too, without enchantments and shit, like... And also, we're talking about playing on hard. Anybody who doesn't play on hard is a fucking coward. Anyway, fucking Minecraft can be scary though. You're just walking. Creepers, they come from out of your sight almost all the time.
Skeletons now are really fucking good.
Yeah, skeletons too. When I hear those fucking bones and I'm like low on health, like I'm fucking scared for my Minecraft life, like for my diamonds. I'm scared for my diamonds. But like, creepers...
It's not even, like, I'm not even trying to make a meme. Like, I'm not even trying to...
Yeah, we're not memeing. We're actually scared during Minecraft. Minecraft's an actual horror game.
I'm not even trying to be a normie, but Minecraft has made me have more fear than most horror games. Like, I was literally playing Dead Space before Tony got here. I don't think Dead Space 2 has scared me once. I think Dead Space 1... scared me a couple times.
Were you younger when you played Dead Space 1, though?
No, I never played Dead Space 1.
Oh!
It scared me like a couple times. That one wasn't that scary either, but that one...
But you never played it.
Yeah, but I didn't remember Dead Space 2 either, though. I played that like 5 years ago. Like, I didn't remember one thing.
Okay. Except
for like what the ending was.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you usually just remember the ending.
Yeah.
And then like certain parts.
You
like,
remember like major plot points, but not all of them.
Yeah, like you don't remember jump scares or anything like that.
Yeah. Jump scares are the fucking like worst form of scare.
Like, not scary. Resident Evil 7, I think there was only like 2 things that...
You fucking screamed when a fucking person walked past a doorway.
Yeah, that was one of the 2. Like, there's 2 things that just should not have been scary that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
And you know, when you're playing with friends, you always hype it up, and then when you play alone, you have completely different reactions. But, like, there's 2 things in Resident Evil 7. I haven't played a horror game. And, you know, like, if it's a loud noise, that doesn't fucking count. It has to be, like, actually scary. Because loud noises in real life make me jitter a little bit, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, any loud noise would make you jitter.
Yeah.
That's not like, scary.
I fucking jump at loud noises all the time.
Yeah, like, that's just, like, you can do that in real life and not even be scared. You just go, woo! Woo! Like, you don't have the feeling of scared. You just, woo! That was a loud noise thing. Like, nah. Horror games fucking suck now. I think I could make a better horror game.
Yeah, I don't know, I just don't think horror games are generally that good. I like Amnesia because it's just a fun... It's really not that good of a game. The Dark Descent, not Machine for Pigs. Machine for Pigs is unfun. But I think that Amnesia Justine and Amnesia The Dark Descent are... Justine's just like a little expansion bit, a DLC.
I think Justine's the most fun.
I think Justine's the most fun too because it's a 30-minute game, you can't save... And if you die, you're done. So it's really scary when the monster's actually chasing you and you haven't played it like us. Like, we don't die to the monster anymore. Like, literally in the speedrun that we do, there's a point where you have to jump right next to the monster as it's swinging at you, when you have to jump over those boxes to get behind it and shit. Like, it's... I still get spooked when I do that part, though, because it's like, if I die, I lose the speedrun.
Yeah, it's not
if you do it
it's not the game
wrong.
that's scaring you. It's just the principle of I don't want to restart.
Yeah, and then like your heart starts racing. You're like, whoo!
I honestly think you could entice fear with just having less checkpoints than you should.
Yeah,
just
but
making
also
the game
it makes
hard
the game a little bit less playable.
Yeah, it'd make it less playable, but making the game hard would make it more scary, though.
Yeah.
Because you would also be thinking in your head, even if you don't think the game's scary, you'd be thinking in your head, you'd be like, holy shit, I'm about to have to restart this if I fuck up.
Yeah.
So you'd try really hard. And usually if you try really hard, you do worse than if you don't try. Like, usually if you don't try, you just jump over shit, and then you just try to juke it, and, you just hold a box in front of your face, and it can't hit you. And then if you actually try, you're like, run for the door, you're like, shit.
Yeah. Completely off topic, but I do want to tell one of the first stories of you that I have. One of the first encounters we've had. Like, we knew of each other, but we didn't talk.
Are you talking about when...
I'm talking about I'm Dead, yes.
No, I'm talking about I'm Dead.
So, one of the punishments we had at recess was you had to walk back and forth in the playground.
I
was walking. That's how I saw you.
Oh.
Yeah, I was a bad kid. I was walking recess back and forth with this kid. His name was like Donald or something. Or maybe
Dante?
it was... No, Donald. He wasn't... No, Donald would have been out of our school by then. It's gone. Donald, I think it was Michael. Okay, so there's a kid named Michael, and he was one of my friends, and we were walking at recess together. We weren't allowed to talk, but we were still subtly talking. And Dakota's over by the basketball court.
Playing by
himself. And Dakota has found my lost jewel again. And Dakota was playing by himself, and it was really cold out. We live in one of those cold places. Well, not all. Like, we live in the Midwest, so it's really hot then really cold, But he's over playing by himself, and he slips on some ice, and fucking eats shit and slams the back of his head into the pavement. And everybody crowded around him, like even me and Mike. Like, the teachers did not fucking care that we weren't walking because everybody was crowding around Dakota. And then he's just laying there for like 20 seconds, eyes closed, and then he just pops his eyes open really quick, like as fast as he can, wide as fuck, looks up into the sky, looks around at all the people surrounding him, and just goes, "I'm dead." And that's one of the first... Me and this kid weren't really friends until like
8th grade.
8th grade.
I saw you in 7th grade, and you wondered where you got held back, but also I remember you grabbed a piece of paper and there was a full container of colored pencils, and I sat next to you. You laughed for 30 minutes straight, grabbing each individual colored pencil, breaking the tip on it, watching them explode, and then you went like a fucking psychopath.
That was Jackson's class, right?
That was Jackson's class.
Was that the science class, or was that the remediation class?
That was the science class.
Oh. I get good grades. I got good grades in high school after I failed 7th grade.
I always got mediocre grades, and I have good grades in college.
I actually enjoyed school. It was cool.
The only reason I decided to do health is because I was like, well, let's see here. I like science. See, I wanted to be an engineer, but I was like, hey, so I like science, but I feel like doing math all the time, even though, like, if you do math all the time, it's just easy, it's second nature, but also you have to have a lot of creativity, and I feel like just health would be just a lot easier. I feel like being an engineer would be a lot harder than being a higher level healthcare provider, if I'm going to be quite honest.
Yeah, you also get that science stuff, like...
I also like the health and icky stuff. It intrigues me a little bit more, so I could just say I'm more interested, so it's easier, but, I was always like, I'm create cool shit,
Yeah, everybody has those thoughts as a little kid, like, everybody that dreams of being a YouTuber, and then they never do, but hey, look at us, 19, and starting a podcast and a Twitch channel.
I'm just doing it for fun. I don't really fucking care, to be quite honest.
Oh yeah, it's probably not gonna take off, but it's a cool thought, you know.
Yeah, every little kid has a dream of being a YouTuber. They're on their fucking easy vid with their blue microphone.
Look, I used the blue snowball for my channel for maybe like a month, and then I stopped being a YouTuber. But I did do YouTube for 2 years as a little
You should
kid.
use it. It's not that bad.
It's a great microphone. I use it on PlayStation now. It's just, like, it wasn't that I stopped using it because it was bad. It's that I stopped using it because I wasn't a YouTuber anymore. I wasn't a big, strong YouTuber. And
Okay, Tony, we're gonna have to wrap this up because you know who's gonna have to watch this for an hour and 30 minutes?
You.
Fucking me.
Yeah.
That's a shit ton of time.
Yeah, I know. I was actually planning on wrapping it up about 30 minutes ago, but...
We can literally just wrap it up right now.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
I'm
This was a good podcast. Hey, wait.
Yes.
We'll be back next Thursday, most likely, and if the time changes...
I'm not making any promises.
I am.
We'll record it.
We'll make this a weekly thing. We don't have a date.
We'll make this almost a weekly thing.
Sometimes Dakota will forget, but the YouTube algorithm likes to pick up on weekly things, so I'm going to try to keep this kid going.
I'm just gonna do
gonna
whatever I want, honestly.
Alright, bye.
You don't have to say bye. They're not your children.
Yeah,
you can just end it.
They are the Seagull Friendship Squad.
No, the Seagull Boys.
No, we're the Seagull Boys. They're the single boys. they're the Seagull Friendship Squad. That's the name of our
We'll
family.
never be single because we have each other.
You're right. Alright, let's end it.
That was
Goodbye.
fucking gay. But that's okay. Because it was cute. Okay.